Hi there, it's Ruth at Artful Stampin here. Sorry I haven't been posting videos for the last few days. I've been quite busy away in London, and now it's the start of kids are back to school, so I'm just starting to get back into the habit of doing some videos. This is part of a frame that I've decorated to be used as a photo prop, and I'll be posting loads of images of what this looks like on my blog if you'd like to have a look. I've already done some photos on my Facebook page if you want to go over there and have a look. So I've had a lot of interest from people wanting to know how to make this particular flower here. Okay, so this is quite large. I'm not going to be showing you how to do this really big one, but I'm going to show you the technique. So this measures just under 6 inches across, and I've used some really big, basically circles, to make this flower. And the die I used to cut the circles is one that retired quite a while ago, but I believe it may still be available through Sizzix. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so here they are. So because I'm looking at the sides of them, even though I actually did order these through Stampin' Up a few years ago, because of the way that this has got a Sizzix sticker on, it probably means that it's still available from Sizzix, because it's kind of like standard die that they do. So it's the large circle die here that measures, what's that, 3 3/4 inches, okay? And then there's this die here that has 4 circles, and I used that one and that one. So that one, and that one, in varying kind of, so sometimes I'd use that one, and then sometimes I use that one and that one, and then sometimes I use that one on its own to create some flowers. And then I use the spiral flower die rose in the centre of it. Okay, so that's how I did it. But to show you how to create the flower, I'm going to be using some circles that I've cut from using these 2 punches here. This is the 2-inch punch and the 1 3/8 inch punch, and I've already got them cut out here because I was also going to show you a little technique that I've discovered recently for decorating petals before you put them together. Recently, for a class, I made this flower here, and this is using the petals from the big bouquet die that we've got. And if I open that up, you can see, if I get it in focus, oh, it's not happy. Okay, I wonder if I put something behind it, might be happier to focus. Ooh, happier to focus on that. Oh no, it doesn't like that either. Okay, it likes that. So maybe if I zoom in. Hey! Oh wow, look at that. Okay, so you can see here, it's gone out of focus again. Oh, come on baby, it's not going to work for me. Okay, you saw a glimpse of it there. So I used a stamp set that normally you probably wouldn't think of using for decorating flowers, and it's this stamp set here, Sheltering Tree, and I use the tree and I use the little leaf design there because I kind of looked at it as a texture rather than looking at it as a tree. I looked at it as a texture, so that's why I used it. So to save a little bit of time, I'm not going to be using the branches. I'm just sorry, not the branches, the leaves. I'm just going to use the branches here to put some colour onto my petals. Sorry, my voice is sounding a little bit croaky. I am recovering from a funny cold cough thing that I've had. Right, I'm using Pink Pirouette, which is a nice pale pink, just to put some colour onto these. And I think I'll probably also sponge the edges of these flowers just to give it a little bit more interest. Okay, there we go. Yeah, as I said, that frame that I made was used as a photo prop, and it really was quite effective. It was really fun. People liked enjoying holding it and posing behind it. And I guess it gives something for people to do when you're at a party or you know, a gathering of people where you're likely to take photos. I think sometimes people can get a bit shy in front of the camera. But by giving them a prop, it means that they relax a little bit. They have something to do, even if it's just holding it. So it was really great to have that, just to break the ice with some people. You know, some people who perhaps wouldn't normally have their photographs taken, but yet you do want a record of them being at your event. So... And I basically just hot glued the flowers on. I mean, there was a whole mixture of different flowers on there. Mainly used the spiral flower die, which is just such a fabulous shape. And I either used it sometimes in the centre of those big flowers or just on their own. And then some various other flower dies. Mainly Stampin' Up, to be honest, because they've just done some great dies in the past. It's a shame they don't carry as many as they do, but... Sorry, as they did, not do. They don't. Okay, so once they're all done, all you need to do then is line up your petals and try and line them up so the design is going the same way, and then basically cut to halfway up through the branch, or the main trunk as it were. And to the side I have my hot glue gun at the ready, and I'm going to be sticking all of these together, and I might just do a bit of a time hop thing. This is just going to get a bit boring for you to watch me doing this, but I'll show you a few times this technique. Oops. Okay, so there we go. So then all you do is you cross over. Oh, well, actually, no, I'm going to start with the bigger ones. Always start with the bigger ones, because you don't want to, yeah. Once you've done the bigger ones, it gives you an idea of how tight to do the inner ones. So the outer ones, I don't tend to cross them over too much, because the further you cross them over, the more in on itself, more cone-like it becomes, and you don't really want those for the outer petals. So I would just cross it over by about, if we're working in terms of degrees, what is that? That's 180, that's 90, 45, about 20 degrees I think. Oh, it's been a long time since I did that kind of maths. Okay, so there we go. And I'm just putting a tiniest dab of glue, because these are so small. These are 2-inch circles. You don't need a lot of glue at all. When I was doing those humongous ones, and I was using a little bit more glue. Okay, so you can see it's really easy just to do this. I'm not even, you know, I'm not moulding the circles in any way before I'm putting them together. Just doing it straight away. Okay, so this is going quicker than I thought it would. That's good. And then, whoop, there we go. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Anyway, that song came to mind. Right. Okay, so the assembling, this is my little tip. Get focused again. When you go to assemble it, have the... Now... Okay, so I'm going to aim for, okay, where the seam is here, I'm going to imagine that there's a line there, okay, and I want to have at right angles the seam that's under there, go like that, okay, and I'm going to, okay, it's probably easier if I do a diagram. So what I want to have happen is that the all the various circles are going to meet each other like that, so that there's a gap in the middle, okay? I don't want to make them right up on top of each other like that, okay? That's not what I want. I want there to be a little bit of a gap. So the more you do it, the more you can eyeball it and figure out what you're doing, okay? Actually, you know what? I'm just going to make it easy. I'm going to go by this line here, okay? So anyway, as you see me do it, it will kind of make more sense. Okay, so I'm going to stick that there. So, imagine, is that focusing? Please focus. Okay, yay. Okay, so if you imagine a line going across here, and a line coming down here, it would meet in the middle about there. I'm sorry if I'm confusing people. It's just the way I kind of figured it out how to do this. Okay, so I'm putting a little bit of glue there. So I'm going to pop that one like that. And then, this is a nifty little trick I developed. You pop a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue there. And then you go in at angles and then you twist it into place. Ooh. I kind of stuck it down before it was quite in the right place, but there we go. You end up with, there we go, that gap in the middle, like that, okay? And then you do the same for all the other ones. Try and use only a tiny bit of glue now, because these are much smaller. And pop all these into place. A little bit of glue on the top, a little bit of glue at the back. Go in at an angle and twist into place. Okay, so there you have your 2 layers. And then just put a little bit of glue on the back of that one, and then you can either have them laying petal to petal, or you can twist it slightly so that they're a little bit off centre. And then I thought I had already cut one, but I haven't. Cut a circle, another circle, and cut a spiral into this, because we're going to create a mini little spiral rose. So you just cut a spiral. And you don't really have to draw with a pencil, you can pretty much eyeball it. And then what tends to happen is you have a little bit of a funny angle at this point here. So I just snip and cut round off that edge. Then you grab your tweezers, which are in my drawer because I'm a good girl, I pack them away. And then what I sometimes do is just chop that little edge off, that little corner off there. And then just twist, roll rather, not twist. Roll this up to create a little cute spiral flower. There we go. And then when you get to the middle, let go. And then if you're brave, let it go. Way, yay, that worked. Okay. And then just open that up a little bit. Pop a bit of glue on there and stick that down. And then if you want to put a little bit more colour onto that, just sponge some on there. And then just stick that. Now you can do is cut yourself another piece of another circle, because we've got that hole right in the middle there. I think what I might do is just glue the big one onto there first, like that, and then put a good amount of glue in the middle there. Oh, managed to get glue. I didn't want it to go. Anyway, pop that in the middle like that. And there you have it, a rose made from 2 different circle punches, the 2" and the 1 3/8. And basically all you need is scissors and some glue to create that. So see if I can get a bit of a, oh, there we go, see if I can get a bit more of a close-up for you. There we go. And that's just a pretty rose made from circles. Okay, well thank you for joining me today, and I'll be back again soon with some more videos. Take care, bye.